On the 20 slides shown below, I present the original photographs of the Second World War from the German archive, which are in my collection. These photos are from my collection department, Wehrmacht on the Eastern and Western Fronts. If you like it, subscribe to my YouTube, like it, so you don't miss the new weekly presentations. If you would like to order 5 inches by 7 inches copies of these photos from the original, you can specify which photos you would like to receive. Laboratory quality. Enjoy your viewing. The Sturmgeschütz 3, Stug 3, was an assault gun produced by Germany during World War II. It was the most produced fully tracked armored fighting vehicle, and second most produced German armored combat vehicle of any type after the SD.Kfz 251 half-track. It was built on a slightly modified Panzer III chassis, replacing the turret with an armored, fixed superstructure mounting a more powerful gun. Initially intended as a mobile assault gun for direct fire support for infantry, the Stug 3 was continually modified, and much like the later Jagdpanzer vehicles, was employed as a tank destroyer. Franz Hack, the 3rd of February 1915, the 9th of June 1997, was an Obersturmbannführer, lieutenant colonel, in the Waffen-SS during World War II, Battalion 9th SS Panzer Grenadier Regiment Germania. Franz Hack was awarded the Knight's Cross with oak leaves and the Close Combat Clasp in gold. He ended the war as the commander of the 10th Steamship Panzer Grenadier Regiment Westland, 5th Steamship Panzer Grenadier Division Viking. Hack died in Hamburg, Germany in June 1997. Otto Baum, the 15th of November 1911, the 18th of June 1998, was a high-ranking commander, Oberführer, of the Waffen-SS during World War II. He was a recipient of the Knight's Cross of the Iron Cross with oak leaves and swords of Nazi Germany. Baum was born on the 15th of November 1911 in Hechingen-Stetten, a son of a merchant. From 1930 to 1932, he studied 2 semesters of agriculture at the University of Hohenheim. He served as a battalion commander in 3rd SS Totenkopf Infantry Regiment during the Operation Barbarossa, invasion of the Soviet Union. After recovering from severe wounds in 1943, he was promoted to regimental commander, and eventually reached the rank of SS Oberführer. He took command of the SS Division Das Reich in July 1944, and saw action in the Falaise Pocket. The Panzerkampfwagen III, commonly known as the Panzer III, was a medium tank developed in the 1930s by Germany, and was used extensively in World War II. The official German ordnance designation was SD.Kfz 141. It was intended to fight other armored fighting vehicles and serve alongside and support the similar Panzer IV, which was originally designed for infantry support. However, as the Germans faced the Soviet T-34 and KV-1, more powerful anti-tank guns were needed, and since the Panzer IV had more development potential with a larger turret ring, it was redesigned to mount the long-barreled 7.5 cm KWK-40 gun. The Panzer III effectively swapped roles with the Panzer IV, as from 1942 the last version of the Panzer III, Panzer IIIN, mounted the 7.5 cm KWK 37 L/24 that was better suited for infantry support. Production of the Panzer III ceased in 1943. Nevertheless, the Panzer III's capable chassis provided hulls for the Sturmgeschütz III assault gun until the end of the war. The Turan tanks were a series of Hungarian medium tanks of World War II. They were produced in two main variants, the original 40M Turan, or Turan I, with a 40mm gun, and later the 41M Turan, or Turan II, with a short-barreled 75mm gun, improved armor and a new turret. A total of 424 were made. The 40M Turan, Turan I, was originally inspired by and used the technology-based solutions found on the design of the Czechoslovak Skoda T-21 medium tank prototype. The Turan tanks fought on the Eastern Front against the Soviets, and in the defense of Hungary. A further upgraded prototype variant, the 43M Turan, or Turan III, was also developed and constructed but did not go into mass production. This had a powerful long-barreled 75mm gun, further improved armor, and again had a new turret. Prototypes were manufactured, but work on the project stopped in 1944 when the mass producing terminated in the country. The Panther tank, officially Panzerkampfwagen V Panther, abbreviated PZKPFWV, with Ordnance Inventory Designation, SD.Kfz. 171, is a German medium tank of World War II. It was used on the Eastern and Western fronts from mid-1943 to the end of the war in May 1945. On the 27th of February 1944 it was redesignated to just PZKPFW Panther, as Hitler ordered that the Roman numeral V be deleted. Citation needed: in contemporary English language reports it is sometimes referred to as the Mark V. The Panther was intended to counter the Soviet T-34 medium tank and to replace the Panzer III and Panzer IV. Nevertheless, it served alongside the Panzer IV and the heavier Tiger I until the end of the war. The Panther was a compromise. While having essentially the same Maybach V12 petrol, 690 horsepower, engine as the Tiger I, it had better gun penetration, was lighter and faster, and could traverse rough terrain better than the Tiger I. The trade-off was weaker side armor, which made it vulnerable to flanking fire and a weaker high-explosive shell. The Panther proved to be effective in open country and long-range engagements. Although it had excellent firepower, protection and mobility, its reliability was less impressive. The Panther was far cheaper to produce than the Tiger I. The Panther was rushed into combat at the Battle of Kursk in the summer of 1943 despite numerous unresolved technical problems, leading to high losses due to mechanical failure. Most design flaws were rectified by late 1943 and early 1944, though the bombing of production plants, increasing shortages of high-quality alloys for critical components, shortage of fuel and training space, and the declining quality of crews all impacted the tank's effectiveness. Though officially classified as a medium tank, at 44.8 metric tons, the Panther was closer in weight to contemporary foreign heavy tanks. The Panther's weight caused logistical problems, such as an inability to cross certain bridges. Otherwise, the tank had a very high power-to-weight ratio which made it highly mobile.